Yo guys, welcome
Good.
back to the Touchline, episode
Yo, guys,
19.
welcome to Touchliner episode 19.
You know what it is, Josh? He does this every time I've been on, and no one laughs. Every single
I
time.
don't think any of the listeners are laughing either.
You know what? I know someone out here is laughing. Out of all three of our viewers, I know one in three is laughing.
It's gone up casually every episode I've been on. He started off at 1, then 2, now we're at 3.
It's just
So the
not true. We
progression is
get
good.
more, we get like 10.
Come on, if we're not progressing, then what are we doing? Okay, anyways, episode 19. We have a lot to discuss. First and foremost, the urgent news, which have overshadowed other news, which I'm not even going to mention until after we're done with the urgent news, because I want to know if you guys even know about the news that have been overshadowed by the urgent news that are less urgent of news. Ben, take it away.
What?
Jacko to Man United.
Gareth,
rumour.
Gareth Bale's retired, basically. I don't know why
Yep.
Hussein didn't want to say it.
Oh,
I was just like building suspense.
irrelevant footballer.
What do we think about his career, though? A lot of people are saying he's the greatest British player of all time. I think that's far-fetched.
No, definitely not.
If you're gonna tell me Wayne Rooney, then you need to shut up.
What's wrong
Wayne
with
Rooney
you?
definitely had a better career.
Yeah, he did. What's wrong with you, Hussein?
5 Champions League.
Oh my God,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Listen, man. Listen, you know what it is, right? This is criminal from people who are football fans that underrate Rooney's value so much.
I'm not
There-
underrated. Rooney is a
there's
legend
n-
of football. He is, bro. 5 Champions League.
Bro,
How many Premier League titles did United win when Rooney was around?
Good question.
when Rooney was
And
in
how
the
many?
team?
Did they won one Champions League, right?
Yes.
With him or
Yes.
no?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They reached 3 finals, and we faced off against the best team of our generation twice, Barcelona. Admittedly, we could have won one of them, but yeah, we won.
And that Real Madrid team is possibly it's up there with the greatest team of all time.
Yeah, bro. Like, if you want to
that
use
generational
that
best,
argument, you could be like, "Oh, Nacho Fernandez won 3 Champions Leagues. He's amazing."
Yeah, but Nacho Fernandez didn't score a bicycle kick in the
So,
final
I'll
and
give
another
you-
goal from
Yes,
halfway.
I'll give you
but-
that one. I'll give you that one. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. But then the rest of them,
All right. Did
2014.
Rooney score? Did Rooney score in the Champions League final that they won? I actually don't know this question. I'll answer
With that we
the question
won.
first.
It was 1-1. Ronaldo
Yeah.
scored. No, but he scored the one we lost.
Okay.
He scored the one we lost.
Okay, did he win? Did you win the game that you lost?
Did he win the game that you lost?
Yes, Hussein. Yes,
This is
he
such
won.
a insane
Like,
argument.
Bale
Did he
has-
score in the final?
No,
Did he
I'm
score in the
saying
final? Did he score in the final? If he didn't score in the final, he's not
Bale
good.
has been Bale has been bro. Nobody's saying Rooney's not good.
No,
Nobody's
but
even
I'm just
making
saying.
the-
But you think that he's the greatest, like,
I think
British
he's the
footballer
second
ever?
best. I think Rooney's the second best British footballer ever. But I think
Who's the
Bale's
first?
number one. Bale.
crazy? Interesting.
Oh man, I can't believe this is even a conversation. Bale.
Here's the thing. The only reason I would say, sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. The only reason I would say that Bale, like, it can be argued that he's not the best is because Wales have not won anything with him. But at the same time, it's Wales. Like, what are you expecting?
It's not
Yeah,
that.
but, like-
He's not consistently good. There's
Yeah.
3. I'd say he was good for 3 or 4 seasons. Rooney was good for every season he played, except for maybe the last 2. That's it.
And what was he? The youngest player ever to start in the Premier League at one point?
Yeah,
Because he was
youngest
that
goal
good.
scorer, youngest to start. England, youngest to start, youngest to score. But obviously, all these things were
England's
broken.
top goal scorer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Bale, yeah, he won 5 Champions Leagues. He was part of that Real Madrid team. Great. But for the last 5
But
years.
you lot are still sleeping on Peter Crouch.
What? Why are you talking about being
Emil
Crouch?
Heskey.
Emil Heskey.
Bro,
Chuck
Peter
Norris of
Crouch.
football.
Nah, listen. I think Bale of the last, I'd say post 2010. Yeah, fine. He's probably the best British player then, because he's won trophies. You know, if Kane won 1 trophy, I would tell you Kane is better, but he hasn't yet. So.
Yeah.
Oh, his
I-
audio. I said your audio's good. Okay, so.
No, he's good. He's good. I think I don't think I've been on yet to formally apologize for my comments that I may have made or may not have made. I don't really remember about Mbappe and his performance in the World Cup. So I just like to say, Kylian, if you are watching, that I am sorry, and I still think Kane is an all-round better player. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. I think as his skill set is better all around, but I think that Kylian Mbappe is now the better striker. I think clearly, and he does it in the finals.
exactly the words of a beaten man that just can't admit out and out, I lost.
I did just admit. I just
He
apologized.
No,
He
you
did,
see,
he did.
that's like a backhanded apology. Like, look, I'm sorry, but I still think he's better. But I'm sorry. Like,
Okay, but
own
that's
it,
like
man.
that's like saying like when Conor McGregor lost to Dustin Poirier when he broke his
Oh my-
leg. He can't just
that is
say,
true.
oh no, Poirier beat me because he was better than me. You have to give the circumstance. You have to give the
Did
context.
Kane break his leg or miss a penalty in the semifinal?
I'm never going to use analogies if I say it again. I'm never using analogies with this guy. He's such an idiot. Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, Gareth Bale's gone. Goodbye. I don't know. He's a bit irrelevant to me. But anyway, we move on to a deal.
You can tell. Sorry, last thing. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm gonna go kill
You
myself.
can tell that Gareth Bale fell out of love with football after La Decima. After La Decima, Bale did not care unless he had the Wales shirt on, which was barely ever. He couldn't care.
Every 2
Like,
years.
why would you waste your time when you have all the money in the world, like getting paid what he was getting at Madrid? Why would you waste your money playing football when you clearly don't love the sport anymore? Just go play golf, man. Go chill with your
But he
kids,
was
whatever.
also
You know?
wasted.
He did
He
play
was
golf.
wasted. Like he didn't get started for like a whole
He
season.
is.
He fell out with
Mhm.
Zidane. Like, what's gonna happen? And then
Yeah.
after that, it's like, yeah, maybe he's falling out of love with football, and then falling out with the manager doesn't help. So what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
But
If you see me looking back and forward, sorry, I am just constantly checking on the Arsenal Oxford United score because there's been a few upsets in this FA Cup
that's
so
true.
far.
We will move on to one of them later. But
Yeah.
Onto the news that you guys may not have heard, but this happened today as well. Hugo Lloris retired from international football.
I
today.
saw that.
Oh, as he should. He's not very good.
I don't think he's that good of a keeper. I don't.
But now, you know what? Now this finally makes space for Maignan to become France's starting keeper, which means France are going to win the next.
It's time for Mandanda to finally
Mandanda.
step up and take the number
yeah.
one shirt. He's been on the bench
Fine.
since like 2010. I remember. I had him in match attacks,
What's this guy doing?
and he's still there. It's his time, bro. Honestly, I believe
He's
in
a
him.
training keeper.
I believe in him. Say, you bored? Guys,
No, I'm sorry. I've not been getting the best sleep recently, guys. I apologize.
Apology.
I'm going to keep yawning, but I'm having a lot of fun.
Okay, apology not
You know-
accepted.
No,
Anyway,
it
so
is. hold on. I just want to say that I think Hugo Lloris is actually so overrated.
I agree.
I think he's so overrated.
I agree.
I watched him. Like I've watched some Spurs games this season because I actually kind of want Spurs to do well because everyone's shitting on them. But like honestly, I watch him sometimes. I think, bro, I do not trust this guy at the back. Like I actually think he's like. I get nervous. Like when I used to watch Leicester in 2015, 16, like when Schmeichel had the ball, I used to get nervous because he can't play the ball out. We used to call him the ball boy's best friend, me and my dad. But like Lloris is just like his shot stopping ability for me is like not that great, like compared to some other keepers in the league.
I don't disagree with you. I actually don't disagree.
Yeah, that's true.
And he had some stinkers. He had some stinkers this season, like against Newcastle. He had a stinker.
He's not very good. He's not very good. But yeah, good riddance. But moving on to the more surprising news, Joao Felix, linked with Arsenal, linked with United. He's joined Chelsea. He's gone from one terrorist football club in Atletico Madrid to another in Chelsea, who are,
I refuse to comment on this stupid situation.
in 10th, I believe. They're
It
rotting
is
away.
weird.
It is a weird situation.
I don't know why he'd go on loan though. Like he's such a high quality player. They're gonna loan him for half a season.
It's because he really doesn't want to be at Atletico anymore. Like he's just like,
But if he didn't want to be at Atletico, why would he go to a club that plays, if not worse, football than Chelsea?
Money, bro. It's Chelsea are paying 10 million to Atletico for the loan, by the way. So that's 5 months.
What?
10 million pounds, and they're paying all of his 280 grand a week, all of his wages. This is why.
You know what it was,
it's
though?
why United and
That is
Arsenal didn't do it.
crazy.
You know what? That's less than what Man United were offering for Jesse Lingard last January when Newcastle wanted Jesse Lingard. They wanted 15 million for the loan.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay it. But we didn't do it for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know why. It's just
Yeah, it's Man United's loss.
yeah,
honestly.
stupid. But yeah, I mean, Joao Felix has done that. I personally think it's stupid because this is gonna do nothing for his confidence. They can't create chances. It's not that they don't have a striker.
Yeah.
They have Aubameyang. They just don't have a midfielder that can
To be
create.
fair, Aubameyang's a bit washed, isn't he? Like,
No, but
are we
if you
not
give
like
him
thinking this
chances,
now?
I think he'll score. But
This is like unless Graham Potter wants to use Joao Felix for chance creator, play him as a false nine of some sort. I don't know, but
Which he could
I
do.
just think
But is he going
like
to do that?
Joao Felix, like the thing with teams that play like Chelsea and Atletico, right? They're so systematic that it leaves absolutely no room for creativity. That's
Yeah.
why you see no players with flair ever with Atletico or with Chelsea because there's no room for flair. Joao Felix is a man of just like he's flair, right?
Yeah.
So it's like sending Leao to Chelsea. What's Leao gonna do with Chelsea, bro? Play a 1-2 with Chilwell and nothing else, right? Like that's just essentially what the players do. They play 1-2s. The fullbacks move forward and they just defend until they die. Like
You know what though?
what?
Did anybody watch City versus Chelsea?
No, I'm never watching another Chelsea game.
I watched it, and honestly, like I watched them, and like I really thought that they were in that game for a good period of time. And I also wanted to point out, I don't like this guy, but Conor Gallagher actually puts his heart into that Chelsea. He runs so much, and he's like the only one in that like boring, grey, systematic, ugly team that I think is like, wow, okay, this guy can leave and be like a creative player. Like he actually has heart. But the rest of them are just like drones, bro. Like I don't care for any of them. And Ziyech is
kind of like
also
Billy Gilmore. Remember Billy Gilmore?
bro,
Oh yes, name I haven't heard for a while.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
man.
Where is he now? Is he playing in Scotland?
I don't know where he is. I remember him at Norwich, and then I think he's at Chelsea. I think he's back at Chelsea. But that says it. That says it.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Arsenal scored.
oh, no, he plays for Brighton. He plays for Brighton. Who scored?
He's got braids. I don't know who it is.
He's got
He looks like Malachi.
Shout out Malachi, bro.
Probably Nketiah or Lukonga. I don't know, unless I'm racist.
It's a good goal.
But yeah, I think that Felix move, and the thing about the Felix move, right, is there's no option to buy.
Oh
That's
my!
such
Like
bad
what?
business. That's such bad
No,
business.
you know what I think. You know what I think it is. Because if it's not this, then both Atletico, Chelsea, and also Joao Felix are absolute stupid idiots. I think it's just like they sent Joao Felix wherever he can go and not be a liability financially until the end of the season, where they'll sell him for a price because he just could not stay there. Because like there's no way. First of all, there's no way he stays at Chelsea. He's gonna do half a season at Chelsea and realize that he's basically become. Bro, this is what happened to Ziyech. Ziyech has flair. Look how he's thriving at Chelsea, right? Where I know for a fact, you take Ziyech to Milan, he's gonna become our star. He'll be up there with Leao. I said it. I said he'll be up there with Leao.
Leao's not
He's got the
staying.
ability.
Leao's leaving, dude.
No, Leao's renewing. Trust me.
Oh, it was El Neni.
It
was El Neni
my
who
gosh,
scored.
El Neni, the
My
Egyptian
guy.
master. All right. Well, you know what? I don't think Leao's gonna stay. I think Ziyech might move to Milan, but I do think Joao Felix is gonna waste 6 months here. And honestly, I think it could be career defining because he's young, he's up and coming. He has this bad experience. Some people don't recover from the Chelsea experience. We've seen it so many
I
times.
don't know. Maybe too early to say that.
We'll see.
This Chelsea team's still probably going to get top 7, probably.
I really want them to get Conference League. I want them to get
Top
Conference League
7,
so
like-
bad.
Yeah, I know. Like it's not a good
Like
thing
this
to
is a
say
team
that.
that won the Champions League 2 seasons ago.
It's true.
Like,
Bro,
top 7 is just embarrassing.
everything is going wrong for them, though. Like everything's going wrong. They've got
You know
poor
why?
spending, poor management.
It boils down to one thing and one thing only. Todd Boehly came in and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna keep throwing money until the problem is solved."
It
And every
doesn't
time
work.
he throws money, he takes them even further from solving the problem. Right now, all of the blame is falling on Graham Potter's head. When in reality, Graham Potter can't do anything about a team that keeps changing and has no chemistry.
I mean, he's not a bad manager. I don't think he's a bad
Definitely not.
manager. I think he has the ability to be a very good manager, but just it's not working at Chelsea. I reckon he'll be gone at the end of the season.
It
to be
could
honest.
be.
Probably.
They need to be patient with him. These signings are all clearly board signings.
Bring in Rafa Benitez.
He's clearly got nothing to do with any of these signings. If that doesn't
Yeah.
change, that's it. It's going to be another United and Glazer situation. And
Mm.
I mean, I will enjoy it, but I don't think anyone deserves that except maybe Liverpool.
Josh is a hater, man. Josh honestly
I
is
don't
such
hate
a
Chelsea.
hater.
I will say
All right, moving on.
we move on. Speaking
Moving on.
about Glazers, bro. Let me move on to. I'm not wearing a kit today. United,
Thank God.
Manchester United. We're very in
Mhm.
form at the moment. We've won our last 5 home games in a row, something like that. We've lost 1 in our last 17. We've kept clean sheets in the league since coming back from the World Cup and won every game. It's great form to be in. I'm not getting carried away. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, if we beat City, is our next game, and Arsenal, which is a game after that, we're in a title race."
We can, yeah.
Let me tell you
I'm not.
first
I'm
of
not
all,
getting carried away with that.
let me tell you this, okay? Is it at home against Arsenal or away?
Away Arsenal, home City.
You are not going to get any points in that game. Arsenal play really like I was a hater. I was an Arsenal hater at the beginning of the season. I watched them. I'm like, wow, these guys play really, really, really progressive, really nice football.
Really good football.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
and
I agree
at
with
the
that.
Emirates as well. The Emirates this season is like it's the second best fortress like in the league, and I don't think you're gonna get any. You're gonna score once there.
I
to be
agree,
honest.
which is why I actually think there's a better chance we beat City. I don't think City
Yeah.
are all that anymore.
Definitely.
That I saw a TikTok, I can't remember what it was, but someone said they built their team to win the Champions League, and it means they take a hit in the league because they have a striker now.
Mhm.
So the whole team is.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll be back.
I literally hate this guy.
I'll just continue. So
Yeah.
City have a striker, and they all pandered to him, right? Which is fine. In the Champions League, when you need a goal, you pump it to Haaland. He's gonna score. In the league, you need more consistency. If he hits a bad run of form, you need the team to support him, which is how City used to be. But they're not like that anymore, and they're conceding goals. They're not as good. Their defense is a lot worse than.
The
you know,
defense is leaky, bro. It's leaky.
It's bad. I mean, earlier this season, you scored 3 against them. It's there,
Yeah.
So even we scored 3. We lost 6-3, but we scored 3. Like, I
Yeah.
think we can at home. I think we can. But that Arsenal
Yeah.
game, we are the only team to beat them this season. I just want to draw. You give me a draw from that game, I'll be so happy. Like,
Bro, I beg for a 0-0, man. Honestly.
I'll take.
You
I'll
like
take
that's what you gotta
anything.
go for.
I'll take anything, honestly. But
Mm.
I don't want to lose that game. That's the only thing.
Thing is, I now am preying on Arsenal's downfall more than ever after Arteta's actions in the Newcastle game. I hope this guy flops the rest of his season, and I hope they get relegated. No, but I hope that like honestly, I'm praying on Arteta's downfall. I'm a hater, bro. I'm wishing everything. I'm wishing bad juju all over them.
Yeah, I don't like Arsenal. I honestly, even if I'm not hating, if I look at it from a neutral perspective, I don't think they've got the squad to win the league anyway. One injury. They just need one injury, and that's it. Odegaard gets injured, they're finished.
That's it. I was just about to say
finished.
Odegaard is their link.
Yes,
If that goes or Partey goes, it's over for them.
exactly.
It's over.
That's what we need. We need Fred to just come on off the bench,
Fred again.
just snap his ACL. Just do
Yeah.
it, please. He can.
Well, you know what it is though? Like things like that would define a season. Like imagine someone imagine I don't know, like Varane or Dan Burn just like snaps Holland's leg. That's City season for me over.
Of course.
That's like what can they do after that? Alvarez is not as good as Holland, and he's not going to step up to the plate. I personally don't think.
Yeah.
But like that shows how one player just defines the whole team. Like Odegaard, when he's gone, I don't see like that. I honestly, he's like, I remember when he was at Real Madrid and he was like that little wonder kid
Yeah.
on FIFA career mode.
Yeah.
And then we were all like, what happened to Odegaard? And then he now went to Arsenal and now he's tearing it up.
Yeah, he's had a resurgence. It doesn't happen that often, but fair play to
Yeah.
him for that. He is very skillful, but Arsenal still haven't played City this season, They have to play them twice. They have to play us again. They have to play you guys again.
Yeah.
It's they're not done.
And they have to play you at home. They have to play us at home. They have to play City away.
They got Spurs next.
Wow. That's not going to be that
Spurs.
challenge.
If there's
Unless,
one
well,
time,
Heung-min Son back in form, scoring.
exactly, one time for Harry Kane to show up, please,
Yeah.
please,
Oh my
please.
God, imagine that. Imagine after this whole season, their season finally turns around at the point where Tottenham beat them and Harry Kane
If
scores. He
Tottenham,
shushes them. He shushes them.
if Tottenham beats Arsenal, I will be so happy. Oh, he's returned. Look at that. All right, have you
I'm
got?
sorry, guys. The client called me.
Have you got?
It's okay.
It's a business guy. All right.
For context, I am at work, so I have to answer
Wait,
these
you
calls.
got?
That's
Wait,
the
whoa!
commitment.
You're at work. This guy's
You got a
committed.
job.
He's
Yeah,
committed.
I told you.
I
Come on,
know
man.
you're at
Wow.
work.
I have two jobs.
All right, so we talked about United a bit. Hussein. Is there anything you want to say about United top four chances? Obviously, we're
And
facing
Ketia scored again.
Top four
Okay.
chances, very real.
we're facing
Very real.
City and Arsenal next. I said that I think we have more of a chance of beating City than Arsenal because
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, so I said they're more City look more like a Champions League winning team because they have a striker, and in the league you need
I think
consistency, which they don't have right now.
I think you can definitely take City. It's not going to be easy. There's still a potential for you guys to get slapped 5-0.
I don't think 5-0.
I'm
could
never
lose.
going to take that
Not against City.
that realistic, in my opinion, realistic possibility away. But I do think definitely you guys have a better shot beating. I think you'll draw with Arsenal.
I think
That's what we said, yeah.
This is the reason being is I think this is the point where Arsenal will start to slow down. I still think they're gonna have a very, very good rest of their season. But I think, look, to say that they're gonna win the league, that's just, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. If that happens, I'm gonna be the most happy person being wrong in life, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I want nothing more than for Arsenal to win the league, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. And I think these are the games where they're gonna start to slow down. So they drew with Newcastle. I think they're going to draw with Man United, regardless of how Man United do against City, which it is for the taking. The 3 points are there for the taking, especially with Rashford playing the way that he's playing. He can definitely penetrate City's defense. But I think of these three teams going in, United definitely has the potential to take the most points away, just because where it is in the league, how burnt out the Arsenal players must be at this point, mentally as well as physically. And the momentum that Man United are carrying right now with Rashford 7 goals in 7 games, like it's like I see Man United coming out on top in both of these, like out of getting 4 out of 6 points at least.
I'll take that.
You know what it is? I saw that. You know that TikTok sound where it's like, and that hurt, and then I thought, well, fuck it. And then that is Rashford coming back from the World Cup when he didn't get started.
Bro, it's insane
I took
seeing
that
him.
personally.
I don't know what he did or what has happened, but he's reached this new level where he's playing with so much confidence. If he dribbles at someone and loses the ball, he goes back, he gets it, and he tries it again. And that's what you need. And I think he's not finished. He's gonna keep climbing.
He's doing what Ten Hag brought in Anthony to do, but much better.
It's true.
Can I just say though, about Arsenal, how they get the second half of the season they're going to start to fade. They've got no one on the bench. Who do they have? They have no depth whatsoever.
That's what we were saying.
If Plan A doesn't work, they have nothing to back up. Like me and Josh were saying when you were gone, like Odegaard is the rock in that team. If he gets injured, that is their season down the drain. They might even escape.
I love Odegaard. I watched him play in real life. That guy is a treat to watch, man. He is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, he is. He's something special, but he is that focal point. So if they lose him, that's it. They need to make signings, Arsenal, this January. If they're serious about this title charge, they need signings. But it doesn't look like anything's happening as of yet. We'll see.
We still have 20 days.
But okay. But so that's so United are in form. We're doing well. Another team that's still in form, I'd say, in the top 4 race. Still, here we are in the new year. Newcastle United.
Yeah, we're still up there after all the haters said we wouldn't be.
I think it's just crazy to you can't even say anything about like Arab money, because this has nothing to do with Arab money. This is all Eddie Howe. It's just all purely Eddie Howe. Like you really can't. Here's the thing, right? City, when City did it, they splurged until they started winning.
Rubinho.
But for Newcastle, like if they start winning now, before all the money comes in, I'll happily look at Newcastle and think, you know what, I really like the team. I won't treat them like I treat City because City is purely a
Yeah.
money club. But for Newcastle to start winning before all the money starts being pumped in, then like I love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got FFP sort of looming over us now in January, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I think they're going to sign some players to bring in like who aren't championship level. Like Jacob Murphy can't start again. Chris Wood cannot ever start a Premier League football match ever again. He just can't. Like he's just not good enough. And I mean, obviously Newcastle lost 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. And things like that happen in the FA Cup. You have small teams who, the Premier League club puts out their like second, third squad, and you get rolled over. It happens. But if we're talking about the league, yeah, it's undeniable what Eddie Howe's done. And if anyone says otherwise, says Arab money, they don't know ball. It's as simple as that. And I still think I said earlier on in one of the I think the one with Charlie, the episode with Charlie when we were all on, I think I said that they will finish above Man United. Right? I still think that definitely. I still think we're gonna be top 3, finish the season 3rd place. Unless Arsenal drop points, then who knows.
You think
I think
third, yeah?
I still think, honestly, I still think 3rd. And when did I say that? Yeah. But like, let's say that Arsenal do drop and they, like, for example, they've got no one, they've got no depth. And Newcastle do spend and they do back up their bench in January and Arsenal don't. Then it's a race for first place.
Oh,
Imagine
shut up,
that.
man. Shut up.
No, why?
It only takes so much. I'm
Why?
quiet.
Hussein, tell me why. Best defense in the league. Best defense in the league.
I'm gonna play this clip for you in 1 month. I'll play this clip for
Listen,
you in 1 month.
I'm not saying that we will.
When you're fifth a month from now, we're gonna talk about it again.
Listen. I'm not saying we will win. I'm just saying you cannot deny that it's more possible now than ever. And it's a real possibility. You know what the bookies are saying? It's 1 to 15 for Newcastle to win the league. 1 to 15.
Ben. You want to talk stats and facts? Sure. Yeah, you're 3rd place. How many points behind? Let me have a quick look. You're 3rd place.
8 points
9
behind.
points. 9 points behind first, right? With 20 games to go in the season. Statistically, yes, you guys could go on and do a title race. But we've known this test been the same way as long as football has been around. The same thing happens every time. It happened to Napoli when they looked like they were going to win the league 2 seasons ago. Actually, last season. It happened. It's going to happen to Arsenal this season. It's going to happen to Newcastle this season. No team goes up and does, especially coming up from nothing, except for Leicester. Leicester was the only anomaly.
How can you say this?
Hold on. Leicester was the only anomaly to what I'm saying. But you come up from nothing, become one of the best teams in the league. I'm not saying you're going to finish bad, compared to where did you finish last time? Like 12th, 13th, right?
9th.
Yeah,
9th. There you go. You're definitely going to finish in the top 5, in my opinion. But to have as good of a second half, also, the first half of the season is not as long as the second half. I think the second half is 2 games longer? No, even more.
Yeah, something
right?
like that. Yeah.
So yeah. So what? I don't think I know that you guys are gonna have more nil-nils. You're gonna have one or two more. Actually, what, you lost 1 game? You might lose another 2 or 3 this half of the season, while Liverpool start to pick back up. Man United steam forward. Man City start to win more games. Arsenal are going to drop down as well. And this is just because this is Newcastle's first season on the come up. Eventually, 2 years from now, you guys could very well be title contenders. But
let me say something, right? Why are we now acting like Newcastle aren't in a title race? anyone else, if Manchester United are third, they're in a title race.
We're level on points with you, and I said I don't think we're in a title
That's what I'm
race.
saying.
I don't think we're
Why
in a
not
title
though?
race.
Why not?
If
You are. You're 100% in a title
we
race.
beat
Man
City,
United are in a title race
we
right
beat
now.
City and Arsenal, I will come on here and say we're in a title race, but we're not gonna. I don't think we
If
will.
you're only 8 points or 9 points below first, you're in a title race. How many times, Josh, have we seen at the top teams drop? I'm saying shush. No, listen. You're acting like I'm wrong, but you know I'm right. How many times at the top
No,
have we
Ben,
seen
I could
teams drop?
say it. I could say United are in title race, but I don't want to get carried away because I've done this so many times.
We're
since
not getting
Ferguson
carried
retired.
away. You're just saying what's in front of you.
I don't
You're
think it
only
is.
8 points or 9 points below first place, and we all think that first place are gonna drop.
Josh,
We
is this
all-
his first season watching football?
Listen, I understand where both of you are coming from. I understand Hussein being skeptical because it's Newcastle's first season coming up.
Hussein's skeptical because he doesn't want to hear me gloat.
But Ben,
If we actually imagine, oh my
I
god,
just
can you imagine if we actually? No,
Yeah,
bro,
Ben, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna win the league. You know what? I even think you're gonna win the Champions League.
I'm not saying we're gonna win the league, but you cannot deny we're in a title race. You can't.
You're not in a title race.
100% off.
You're not in a title race.
If you're 8 points behind first place,
Look,
you
look at the Serie A table. Okay, look at
no,
this.
Hussein, listen, shush. If you are 8 points behind first, you have the best defense in the league. You have to play all the top teams at home second half of the season. I believe that Newcastle could do it. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they are in a title race and they could do it. And if you're saying no, you are just. We're not talking about a shitty Italian league, okay? We're talking about the Premier League. Jesus Christ!
look.
Don't compare these
Josh,
two
can we agree? Josh, can we agree that this is Ben's last episode on the touchline?
Listen, I get where both of you are coming from, but yeah, Ben, I think we need to wait until the end of a rule of thumb for me. You know, I did watch us win the league a few times. At the end of January, you look at the table and you go, okay, where are we?
You know what it is? I remember back at Christmas time, back at the 1st of January, when everyone was saying, Leicester aren't going to do it. Leicester are going to fall off.
Yeah, but
Leicester
were top. Leicester were top.
Championship players. And
That's
they
like saying
still did
Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson, and that's why if I got in the ring with Tyson Fury, you know, even though people are telling me Hussein is not going to do it, Hussein is not going to beat him, I have a puncher's chance.
This is literally the worst analogy I've ever heard in my life.
No, it's not. It's the same thing.
Josh, what is he even talking about?
Don't you know what I'm talking about, bro?
Yo,
I'm uneducated guy.
Listen, I'm in the mid. I'm not taking a side, but Newcastle have a big month ahead, right? To prove Hussein wrong. Okay, I think
you're wrong, man. I'd like to be wrong.
You got Fulham.
The only team to stop Arsenal from scoring at the Emirates. The best defense in the league. You know, we've got.
Again, I told you, if you look at stats, you're right. I'm not disputing.
I'm not looking at stats. Josh, look at the way we play. Josh, look at the way we play. I know Hussein doesn't.
Statistics.
No, listen, Josh.
Is that not statistics?
Josh, no, listen to me now. Josh, how do we play? Do we play boring Chelsea football?
No,
or do we play attacking?
It's exciting football.
But
yes.
you will burn out. That's what I'm not knocking your place. I'm not knocking how well you've been
doing. The 8th of January, Newcastle are going to start.
You guys, at this point, you guys have had an incredible, a monumental season. I give all my praise and my applause to. Here, let's have 10 seconds of just me applauding them.
Can't even hear the clap.
Listen. Do you know what it is? We might not even make top 4. There's a huge possibility we could burn out and go to 6th. You know.
But as I was saying,
I'm saying, listen. There's a very likely possibility. I said to Josh in one of the earlier podcasts. I said, listen, this is the first time Newcastle have pushed the top 5 since 2012. Okay.
Exactly what I said.
Yeah, but I said it like a few months ago, mate. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I just don't understand how you can deny from the position that we're in now that it's not a title race. This league is so close. It's so close this year. We just had a conversation when you weren't here about how one injury can ruin a team.
Yep.
Haaland gets injured. What does City do? Odegaard gets injured. What happens?
Moving on to the Serie A.
All right. So we'll listen. We will circle back. What will we say? 1 month, right?
Listen,
Okay.
yeah,
One
In
more.
4 episodes time, all right. We're all gonna
Okay.
come back and we'll have this conversation again. Okay.
One of
because
us will be voting, and the other one will be apologizing. I'll tell you from now.
so
I'm not gonna say what I think. I'll write it down and then I'll show it to the screen in the 4 episodes time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's the Premier League. Top 4 race is close. Anyone can take it. Anyway, we go on. AC Milan, Hussein. Last time we spoke about Serie A, you told me that AC Milan were not in a title race. And when I looked a few days ago, you were. But then when I looked today, the team that you have been consistently bending over and taking a dump on has overtaken you in goal difference. Can you explain what has happened?
this guy and his ball knowledge, it's so good. It's 3-0, by the way.
Okay.
Here's the thing, yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Milan, the issue, yeah, is we just do not know how to close out football matches. Like, it's something that all 23 of our roster players don't know how to do. We can't do it. We make stupid substitutions too far away from the end of the game. Why are you bringing on Astor Ranks? We're 2-0 up against Roma with 15 minutes to go. You're bringing on Astor Ranks. Like, what? Like, in what universe is this a good idea? Pierre Kalulu, who scored the goal for, did he get taken off? Is he the one who got taken off? Hold on.
Kalulu? No.
Stay with me.
No.
Stay with me.
He didn't get taken off.
No, Kalulu didn't get taken off. But Nasser gets taken off. Brahim Diaz was making things happen, gets taken off. Saleh Makers. So our 2 creative players, besides Leao, get taken off, right? You take off Giroud. Okay, so you handicap our offense altogether. And you know we have Tatar Shanu in goal. Like, we don't have a crazy guy that's gonna make saves in the last minute. So why are you subbing off Ben Nasser, who we need to bring on Astor Franks, bro? Who's Astor Franks? Who? Wow. Like, we're gonna have another Krunic on our hands at this point, bro. Like, I don't understand. Why can't you just stay strong, close out the game? Do you know how many DMs we have? We could have just like okay, fine. Pobega, he also made his mistakes. If you really want to sub someone on, sub Bakayoko on, sub Dest on. These guys they're very defensive. They're proven to be like Bakayoko. As much as I don't like him, he's a body. Both of the goals we conceded came from set pieces. Why don't you put him on? That guy's 9'15". Like, nobody's getting through him. But you decide to put Astor Franks. Well done. You subbed on Gabia. That's great. That's great, man. Now we've drawn 2-2 because of 2 stupid goals, right? Another problem we have is our set piece coverage. Our set piece coverage absolutely sucks. Like, if any team is smart, they just shoot it anywhere to hope to get a corner, and then when you get a corner, that's how you score against us. That's what you do, because we suck from corners. We suck from free kicks. Oh man, it annoys me because this is the team that won the league last year. This is the team that now we have Tottenham, and I've been so happy about having Tottenham because Tottenham suck. But you know what? We suck as well.
They're
so
in
like,
form now.
I don't know.
Some scoring, Kane scoring.
Man, I still think we have. In my opinion, we're the favorites.
I still think you're favorites against Tottenham, but like you
I
said,
don't know. I don't know. Like, I sort of get scared when Son comes into form. Shush, man, shush. How many times have you apologized on this season? How many times have you apologized? He's apologized like 5 times. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting angry.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything we're saying?
I'm just saying you're often wrong. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to
I'm not
ball,
often wrong. I have so many takes.
Wrong.
Some of them are wrong. Yes. Some of
so
them
you're
are
saying
right.
you're saying that you make so many takes that you're just gonna be wrong sometimes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
or is it just you're wrong?
exactly.
Or is it just that you're just sometimes wrong? It's not because you have so many takes.
Okay.
I'm a person.
Right, okay.
I'm a human.
Going back to the topic, it's
Napoli are walking away with the
No, when you're talking about substitutes, though, that's not just on the players, that's on the coach. You're right. Why is he attacking substitutes when you're 2-0 up? 2-0 up. Why aren't you sitting back? Every smart manager knows formation change. Even you don't necessarily need to make substitutes. But
he put Diki Talare on to close out a game that we're winning 2-0 against Roma. What's Diki Talare gonna do, bro?
I don't know, man. But
Like, dude,
you give Mourinho a sniff. Like, this is an experienced manager.
I thought,
You're talking about closing out games.
exactly.
He knows how to close out and chase a game. So he got 2 goals right in
Hmm.
the end. And Juventus won 1-0 again. They've, it, I mean, it's boring. It's not fun. 2 late 1-0 wins in a row, and now they're second on goal difference. And so what's happened there? You tell me. You were saying they're crap. The manager needs to go. The team sucks. Vlahovic sucks. Rabiot sucks.
Does he
I
need to
never said
apologize
Vlahovic
again?
sucks. I never said Vlahovic sucks. I
No, no,
said
no. You said
Vlahovic
Vlahovic
talents
in
are
bad
being
form.
wasted.
Bad form. But you said
Yeah,
Rabiot
he's in bad
sucks.
form, and I stand by. First of all, I stand by that Rabiot sucks. I think Rabiot sucks. I stand by, or at least, let me say this: at least Rabiot before the World Cup, you go evaluate his performances. Don't look at his highlight reel because every highlight reel in life is good. Go evaluate his performances. You tell me if Rabiot sucks or not because he sucks. He had an incredible World Cup. I'll give it to him. Fair play, respect. As a Juventus player before the World Cup, you sucked. Vlahovic, talents are being wasted at Juventus. It's just a matter. It's a fact. It's a fact.
He could
Because
be getting
as
into
good
good
as
form though,
he
right?
is
Rabiot.
amazing. Rabiot could be getting into good form, but that
Could-
doesn't change what I said. That doesn't make it less true. Because at the time he sucked. I didn't say he sucks and he's never going to be good in his life. I just said he sucks, and he
I,
does. He did.
what did you say? He made like a big statement, like I think I'd rather die than have Rabiot on my team or something like that. He said something along the lines of that, right, Josh?
Probably.
Oh no, he said that you never win a trophy or something with the league
You'll
with Rabiot as your
you'll never win
Uh,
you'll never win the league with Rabiot as your start, and I stand by that. I stand by that.
never
You're
gonna
not
win the
winning the
league.
league with Rabiot as your start.
Bro, listen, we'll see. Juventus have kept what's that?
But
5,
you want to talk
6,
about
6 clean sheets, 7, 8, 8 clean
look
sheets in a
deeper into
row
it, man. Hold on.
in the league.
Look deeper. Yeah, fine. No, their defense has been on point. I can't even knock that. But look deeper into it. Yeah, you want to look at, for example, last. Sorry, I'm just flipping. Um, last they played against Udinese, right? They had 14 shots, 4 on target, 1 goal in the final minutes of the game, right? Speak to how clinical they are. They're not clinical. Fair
No.
enough, Vlahovic didn't play, but he started that game. But Udinese also had 11 shots, 3 on target, right? Their defense is not impenetrable. They can be broken. And I think, so when's their next big game? That's what I want to know. Their next big game. They have Napoli on Friday. There you go.
Okay, so you
Napoli against
think
Napoli. So
they lose to
I
Napoli?
guarantee, absolutely.
You guarantee it, you say, yeah?
I guarantee you they eat 2 goals at least.
Okay.
No, do
Napoli,
they win
Napoli
or
are
do
not
they
gonna
lose?
to Inter, huh?
Do
Juventus
they
lose.
win or lose? Okay, by 2 goals or more.
No, they will concede 2 goals. I don't think there's no way that Napoli are gonna lose to Inter and then win their next game and then lose to Juventus. Right? That's not the team that's gonna win the league. Right? And I strongly believe Napoli are going to win the league this season. I'm
No,
so sure
but
of it. We're gonna
no.
win the league. You have no what? You don't think we're gonna win the league?
How do you know that? They've come out of nowhere. Like they
Here's the thing: how do
No, they
you know
didn't, bro.
anything?
Last season,
You just gotta
last
base it.
last season was the season they came out of nowhere, and they were like this close with us all season, and we ended up pulling away towards the very end. So they've been around now.
I mean, I don't know.
That's why they're in the Champions League this year, because last year they qualified
That's
for it.
true. That's true. They're in the conference last year. I forget, but
Exactly.
it's
Do you know what I've noticed?
what?
I've got a butt chin.
Nice.
Shit's
Okay.
ugly.
I
But
should
listen-
probably be getting back to work soon, guys. By the way.
Okay, but yeah, say listen, it's 7 points. I don't think it's all said and done. If Juventus win, Milan win, that's it. The gap's 4 points. Like, you never know what can happen. It's 7 points, and you haven't even played half of the league games. I don't think they're running away
Yeah.
with it. I still think AC Milan
They're
are
not
in with a
running away
shot.
with it. I don't think we have what it takes to compete with them.
You've got to fix up the defense. You look at Juventus; they've caught up just from keeping clean sheets. If you keep a clean sheet, you're
Mhm.
90% of the way to a win. You just need 1 goal. You just need
Yeah.
a goal. That's all you need. So that's why defense is so important. That's why I think Newcastle are doing really well. That's what you should do first. Defense first. Then you can sort the attack out later. Because you can get 1 goal from
Mhm.
anywhere. But like you said, not closing out a game is criminal. It's in those circumstances.
Yep.
But Inter 3 points behind. You're crapping on them as well.
Well, Inter didn't even make it out of the Champions League group stage. Like,
That's
I'm not stressing about
that
Inter.
is a positive for them. It means they just have the league to worry about now.
Yeah. Because now think about
I'm
it,
not
like
stressing about Inter. I'm stressing about Juventus now, but I'm not stressing about
who
Inter.
who in the Premier League now has to focus on the Champions League as well as the Premier League. You got City. Who else?
Liverpool,
Of course, you're always gonna bring Newcastle
Chelsea.
back into the argument, bro.
When did I? I
So we're
didn't
talking
even
about
mention.
Italy.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
I know where
mention.
it's going. I know where it's going. Newcastle.
Shush, man. Shush. You're gonna have to apologize in 4 weeks, anyways.
Look,
Jesus.
City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. All of them, they're still in for it.
Star of
Spurs are
the week,
definitely
guys.
gonna. Spurs are
Star of
definitely
the
gonna
week.
drop.
What do you say?
Star of the week.
Star of the week. My star of the week has to be.
In the FA Cup.
It has to be Marcus Rashford. This guy is on a level.
That's honestly my star as well.
On a
I have,
level.
like,
I'm watching him play in front of me, bro. I have look at how close he, sorry, look at how close he
wanna
was to
see
me.
it.
Look
I don't
at
wanna
that.
see.
Bro, listen, the confidence on this guy is insane. But I think that if he can keep it up, we could be in top 4 solidified. I'm not going to talk about the title just yet, but that's my star of the week. Ben?
I'll probably say Harry Kane. He got 2 goals and an assist. It was pretty good. And hopefully it drags Spurs into some good form. Because I'd love to see Spurs do well. I don't think a lot of people like Spurs. I kind of like them, to be honest. I know they're like not a great team to support, but I'd kind of like to see them do well.
They're just there, innit? I mean, the fans are annoying,
Yeah.
but the team's there. I like Kane. I like Son.
No, there's
Can you
the
imagine
most annoying fans in the world are Arsenal fans.
That's
There's
true.
no doubt.
I honestly, it's true.
Second, Man United, easily.
I'd say Liverpool.
Third.
I'd say Liverpool worse.
Liverpool, nah. Definitely Man United.
They said they had an era of dominance. They only won 3 trophies in 8 years. That's not an era of dominance, in my opinion. I don't think it's an era of dominance.
I think Liverpool fans are the absolute worst kind of human being fans that there could possibly be. I like Liverpool. I do like Liverpool, but their fans are just stupid. Like they're just
definitely.
I think there's like categories of life. Like when you're born, they check like brain cell count, and then if your brain cell count is like below like a certain amount, they send you to grow up in Liverpool and then support Liverpool.
Do you know what it is though? Like I feel like if like because they've been how many years were they struggling? Just like a kind of like a team that never really won
Pretty much
anything,
like
but they were always
years. Like 20.
Yeah, like to be fair,
that's the thing.
even if Newcastle win nothing in 10 years, Ben's gonna talk about Newcastle's era of dominance where they almost came third.
So the point I'm trying to make is when you give like a team, when you finally let a team like have like a few like good seasons, like the fans after all those years of struggle, they're just gonna become unbearable. Like no matter who it is, like I think if it was Man United fans, they'd become unbearable if they started winning trophies.
Can you think about anyone who's become an unbearable football fan? I don't know. I just can't think of anyone.
Listen, I'm trying my best not to get. It's only a good run of form. I'm gonna do my best not to get carried away until we actually win something. But
I'm just gonna from now on, I'm just gonna stay quiet. I'm just gonna let the results do the speaking because even if Newcastle won the rest of their games for the rest of the season, Hussein would be like, "Oh, you're just looking at the stats. It doesn't mean anything. You don't." It's so funny to me.
All right, Ben, I'm gonna hold you to that. You said
You know what? Let's make
the next
a
time
bet.
Newcastle win a game.
No. Let's make a bet right now. We don't have to bet any money. You can still bet though. Okay.
Okay. What are you betting?
What I want to know where you think Newcastle will place.
5th.
I believe they'll place and above or below Man United.
Below.
Okay. I think the exact opposite. Let's see who's right. I'm just saying, let's see who's right.
So wait, you think where do you think Newcastle come? Third.
What's the opposite of 5th?
They're gonna become third.
Third.
They're gonna go third, and because I think Manchester United are gonna finish 4th.
Okay. I think it could go either way. I think United come third.
It could go either way. Yeah.
I think United come third, Newcastle 4th, but either way, it's the same outcome.
Honestly, either way, it's still a good season.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Also, we did mention, but Liverpool suck. Lol. Drawing it with Wolves at home, being saved by VAR. Ha.
Well, yeah, we actually have to like think about how like dreadful that is. That the cameras, there was no angle. Like, why you like? But everyone can see you. Everyone can see you. You know that, right?
Let's talk
on video.
Okay, let's talk about it quickly.
I'm trying not to interrupt you.
Let's talk about it quickly, and then you can leave.
It's just like it is like insane the audacity that Liverpool fans have to say that VAR goes against them sometimes when that literally like what, the camera just wasn't working? They didn't have an angle. It makes no sense to me.
That's the worst. Professional level, the highest level. Oh, we didn't have a camera.
That's
Yeah,
so
right.
funny. That is so funny.
Yeah, right.
Like the camera wasn't working. Yeah, sure.
They're
Oh
having
yeah,
they're having a horrible season. You can't beat one of the worst teams in the league at home. It's a bit embarrassing. But
it
lol
is
at
what it is.
Liverpool. We're gonna see what happens next. So I think that concludes the episode. Hussein has to leave to teach people how to punch. So thanks for coming on again, Ben. Thanks for taking a break from work for this, Hussein.
My
Like,
pleasure.
subscribe,
Thank you for
follow.
accommodating my time.
Of course, sir. Of course, anytime. Download all that good stuff. Comment, and we'll catch you guys on the next one in a bit.